Welcome back, students. Today we'll be completing our novel Othello by William Shakespeare. Act 5. There is one new character in the story, Gratiano. Gratiano is Desdemona's uncle. So our evil Iago, he finally manages to convince Rodrigo to kill Cassio. Both of them waited hidden behind a wall on a street in Cyprus. Iago said to Rodrigo, "Do not fear, Rodrigo, for this will certainly improve our future. Stick your sword in him as smoothly as possible. I'll wait right next to you." And Rodrigo was convinced. Rodrigo muttered to himself. He said to himself, "Nothing to be worried about. I just have to kill one man, and then I will have everything I have always wished for." But then Iago, on the other hand, he was thinking that it does not matter whether Rodrigo kills Cassio or Cassio kills Rodrigo. He will be happy in both the murders. But then also he hopes that Cassio's death would be more favorable to him. Hearing Cassio's footsteps, he hushed up, while Rodrigo struck him with his sword. But Cassio had armor underneath his cloak, and he manages to kill Rodrigo. In an attempt to defend himself, Cassio stabbed Rodrigo with his sword. And our evil Iago, he also stabbed Cassio from behind and ran away. Hearing the cries, Othello reached and saw Cassio lying there. He felt honored to see his wife's lover lying there. He said to himself, "Now that your lover Cassio is dead, it is your turn to die, Desdemona. I have removed you from my grieving heart, and will punish you for your lustful infidelity." And then he left, fully prepared to kill his faultless wife. Lodovico and Gratiano heard panicked voices crying for help. They saw a man coming to their way. It was Iago. And also they recognized Cassio's voice. As the injured man continued to cry for help, Iago pretended to be concerned and asked, "Oh, what villains have hurt you so badly?" And Cassio was unaware of the fact that Iago had planned to kill him. Cassio pointed to Rodrigo, who was also lying hurt nearby, moaning in pain. Before he could say anything, before he could reveal anything, Iago stabbed Rodrigo and killed him. At that time, Bianca happened to be passing by. She saw Cassio hurt so badly, she was almost moved to tears. And soon Cassio fainted from excessive blood loss. Bianca could no longer control her emotions and cried out Cassio's name. Being a skilled actor, Iago pretended to be shocked. He was like, "What has happened to you, my friend?" He called a stretcher for Cassio and consoled Bianca. Cassio had come back to his senses. Iago asked Cassio about Rodrigo. He was clueless. Iago said, "The man who tried to kill you was my friend Rodrigo. How is it that he was your enemy?" Confused Cassio had no answer. And then Iago remarked at Bianca's pale face. He tried to put the blame on Bianca. He said, "You know what? You are an unlucky person for him." He tried to put all the blame on innocent Bianca. Soon, Iago's wife Emilia joined them. She was really anxious to know what had happened, and our mastermind Iago made another story. He said, "Cassio was attacked here in the dark by some men, and one of them was my friend Rodrigo. The others escaped, but Rodrigo was left behind and died at my hands. Cassio was badly hurt and has been taken for treatment." He asked Emilia to find out where Cassio had been for dinner, because he knew Cassio went to Bianca's place and he wanted to put all the blame on Bianca. Meanwhile, he also ordered her to go to Othello's place and see what had happened. Iago was very happy as everything was going according to his plan, our evil Iago. Othello returned to his bedroom with a candle where Desdemona was sleeping. He had already made up his mind that he really wanted to kill his beautiful wife. He looked at her and tried to control the great turmoil in his mind. He had enough reasons to kill her, but he decided to kill her without spoiling her beauty. Desdemona woke up and Othello told her to confess. He said, "Have you said your prayers tonight, Desdemona? Is there still any crime that you have not asked forgiveness for? This is the time, because if I kill you before you confess your crimes, you might go to hell." Desdemona was confused. She said, "I feel scared of you when you behave that way, my lord. I know I'm not guilty, and I do not know what crime you are referring to. If I have committed any sin, it is that I have loved you too much." She was filled with terror to see Othello shaking all over. Othello started accusing her of things she did not have the faintest idea about. The handkerchief. "I had gifted you with so much love. You gave away to Cassio? How could you? He has also admitted that he has used you unlawfully. How did you think I would never come to know? Thank God that Iago took care of everything, including your beloved Cassio." And Othello's rage frightened Desdemona. She was really scared. She said, "Please bring him here. Please call Cassio. He will tell you the truth." She also requested her husband, Othello, to not to kill her. "Please let me live for some more time." Othello ignored all her requests and he killed his wife. He killed Desdemona. He killed his love. Soon Emilia came and informed Othello about the violence happened outside. She told how Cassio had killed Rodrigo. Othello was shocked. Othello was upset because his revenge was not complete. Cassio was still alive. And then soon Emilia heard some cries. Emilia heard her mistress Desdemona saying, "Oh, I have been falsely murdered, and I die an innocent woman." She said goodbye to Othello, and she breathed her last. Othello cried and told Emilia she had betrayed me. She had cheated on me with Cassio. It was your husband who knew of all this and had told me everything. Emilia was shocked. Emilia said, "My husband? You say my husband had told you?" She also said, "My mistress was too fond of you, never realizing what treachery was underway. Iago has lied all through and had convinced you that she had been unfaithful. You can kill me too with that sword of yours. I have no fear, but I want to tell everybody of your crime before I die." Othello drew out his sword to kill Emilia. She started shouting his crime. Montano, Gratiano, and Inigo rushed into their chamber along with some other men. Emilia cursed Iago. She said, "It is because of your lie that my mistress lies dead right now." Iago told her to keep quiet, but she did not. Desdemona's uncle Gratiano started crying. He said, "Thank God your father died out of grief. Had he been here to see you like this tonight, he would have been badly hurt." And then Iago drew his sword to kill Emilia. She told Othello that Iago had instructed her to steal the handkerchief from Desdemona. "Your wife was pure. She never gave that handkerchief to Cassio. It was me who stole the handkerchief. It was me who gave it to Iago because Iago wanted it." And finally, Iago killed his wife and ran away. Othello understood he had been misled by Iago. Emilia died singing Desdemona's last song, but it was too late. Othello was crying in guilt. He took out a sword hardened in ice cold water. Lodovico and Montano entered, followed by Cassio, who was being carried on a stretcher. Then came some officers with Iago under arrest. Without sparing a second thought, Othello stabbed Iago the moment he was brought forward. But then he was saved by other people. He apologized to Cassio. Othello confessed his crime too. "I have killed my wife. I have killed Desdemona. I even tried to kill Cassio. Cassio, my friend, please forgive me." But Iago did not speak anything. Lodovico found two letters in Rodrigo's pocket. In the letters, Rodrigo had mentioned how Iago was manipulating him, how Iago was controlling him, how Iago had promised him that he would get him Desdemona. Rodrigo had mentioned about everything in that letter. He had also mentioned how Rodrigo was paying him some money, how Iago was asking for money. Iago realized that he had been manipulated. He said, "Oh, what a fool I am!" And in those letters, it was also revealed that how Iago had planned Cassio's demotion. And Lodovico asked Othello to step down as the governor of Cyprus, after which Cassio would replace him. Othello was to be put under arrest, but it did not matter. Othello was too upset for killing his innocent wife. He made an appeal. Do not judge me too harshly. Remember me as someone who did not love wisely, but loved with passion, as someone who did not easily become jealous, but fell prey to wicked suggestions. He then took his sword and plunged it deep into his own breast, and he died. I kissed you as I killed you, and now I shall die upon a last kiss from you, were his final words. Cassio became governor of Cyprus, and he ensured that Iago met with a fitting punishment for his malicious deeds. So, this is it, the end of our novel Othello. For any sort of query, kindly approach and do message me, did you like the story or not? Thank you.